Hello and welcome to another video. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, my name is Ani and today I'm doing the June wrap-up video. So let's get started. The first book I read in the month of June is Wondersmith, The Calling of Morrigan Crow. This is about Morrigan Crow enrolling in Nevermorian schooling and become part of the Wondrous Society where she gets to learn magic. It is a middle grade fantasy. And there were some surprises in this book I really liked and I was not expecting it and cannot wait to read the next one. It's a good continuation of the Nevermore series. I gave it a 4 stars. Definitely looking forward to the next book. The next book I read is The Jurassic Park by Michael Creighton. This is about, I'm sure you've seen the movie, but it is about an island full of lab-created dinosaurs, which is going to cause problems for the locals and the visitors that are on the island. It's a sci-fi, and like I said, there's already been a movie out, but the book is very different from the movie. It's, you know, action-packed and like always kept me turning pages. I really like loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. Cannot wait to read the second one, The Lost World, which is on my July TBR. I highly recommend. Okay, the next book I read is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This is my very first book by this author. So it's about an it girl from LA named Piper who is cut off of her wealth by her stepdad and gets sent off to this Northwest Pacific beach town where she kept running into this sexy, handsome fisherman from the town named Brandon. This is a rom-com and actually reminded me of, have you ever seen the show on Netflix called Schitt's Creek? Piper reminded me of Alexis. Yeah. Anyway, this book, it was like really bad, you guys. Like, I love rom-com. I love those, you know, summer reads, short books, but this one, it was just so bad. Like, I get she's immature, but he's supposed to be mature. The words he was using to describe her, it was just like, ugh. No, he does not sound like this mature dude. And she's supposed to be like 27 or something like that. Of course she was immature for her age. They just like fell in love right after having sex. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how this book has so many like good reviews or like so many stars, but for me it was only 2 stars. Sorry. So I will not be continuing this series. The next book I have here is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. It's about Kez and his team who are out for revenge and dealing with this dangerous drug which was given to Grecias. It is a YA fantasy and I give it a 3.5 stars because I felt that the first 100 and like about 150 pages, nothing was happening. It was just like slow and I don't know, the story building took too long for me. But once it picked up, I did like it. Like how it, you know, everything went down and how everything went down. However, I didn't care for the ending. I understand there's a second book to it, so that's probably why, of course. But I still enjoyed it. You know, Nina was definitely my favorite character in this book. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the next one, only to see like what ends up happening. Next book I read is 7 Days of Summer by Tia Williams. It is about 2 authors named Shane and Eva who reacquaint at a book event, but no one knows that 20 years ago they spent 1 whole week with each other being madly in love. So this is a second chance love story, of course romance. I really wanted to love this book. Like, I wanted to give this book 5 stars. I had high hopes for it. Going into it, I was really interested, but it didn't happen. It was just meh for me. However, I liked the topics that were included in this book, like alcoholism, depression, poverty, gang violence, stuff like that. So yeah, it was like, I liked those things, but other than that, like I didn't connect with this book as much. Like this book had great potential, but poor delivery. That's how I feel. But I give it a 3 stars, you know, because I liked some of the topics that were talked about. The next book I read is Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Clune. It's a contemporary fantasy about a ghost who refuses to cross over and falls in love with the ferryman instead. I read The House on the Cerulean Sea by this author, and I liked that book, so I thought I would give this book a chance. However, I did not enjoy it at all. This was way too slow. The pace was slow. I didn't like the story. I don't want to give away too much and spoil, you know, the book for you if you haven't read it. But yeah, that was like one of my problems. Like nothing happened. Nothing happened in my opinion. It just felt like drinking tea and having conversation. Like maybe for some people, you know, it's okay. And I know a lot of people like this author. And I have nothing against him. Like I said, I liked the first book I ever read, The House on the Cerulean Sea, and I thought, you know, this would be fun as well. However, I was wrong. Yeah, it was just, there were like too many conversations, nothing happened. And the worst part was the chapters were so long. Unfortunately, I only gave 2 stars because, you know, I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't hate it. I liked the concept. I, you know, liked where it was supposed to go. Like in the beginning, I was very excited for it, but yeah. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me comments below. I want to know what books you read in the month of June. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, as always, subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by. And until next time, please take care and I will see you soon.